Hello students, welcome to EPG Pathshala. I am Dr. Renu Tyagi from Department of Anthropology, University of Delhi. Today we will be talking about the module Information and Communication Technology for Elderly from the paper Biosocial Gerontology. The learning objectives of this module is to study the effect of communication and technology on the lives of the elderly. Now let's begin with some introduction. Technology is embedded in the society in a way that majority of the people seem to forget that it is relatively a new development. The mainstream of the society has quickly adopted the technology as part of their daily life, and in doing so opened up all the possibilities that technology has to offer. The ever-growing group of the aged people of 60 years and above in the society, which accounts for almost 20% of the population in developed countries, seems to have been forgotten in the matter of technology. With the growth and the fact that we all grow older, the opportunities that technology could give to this aging group should be considered. The ongoing advancement of the technology suggests that young people's experience with the communication and technology will not be any more crucial advantage when they grow old. There is a constant increase in the number and the proportion of the elderly living in their own homes as a result of the limitation in mobility, dexterity, and mental capacity. As per the recent report, more than 1 million people are estimated to have some or the other form of the disability. That is about 15% of the world population based on 2010 global population estimate. Of these, the World Health Survey estimates that 110 million people, that is about 2.2%, have very significant difficulties in functioning, while the global burden of the disease GBD estimates that 190 million, that is 3.8%, have severe disability conditions such as quadriplegia, severe depression or blindness. It is projected that elderly population of the world will cross the billion mark by the year 2020. Projections indicate that India's population above 60 years will be doubled in the size between 2001 to 2026, and the elderly will account for 12.17% of the overall population in 2026. The National Population Commission in India has estimated that the population of the elderly is expected to grow from 71 million in 2001 and 173 million in 2026. The National Population Commission in India has estimated that the population of the elderly is expected to grow from 71 million in 2001 to 173 million in 2026. There has been a steady rise in the share of the elderly population in the total population over the decades. As against 5.6% in 1961, the proportion goes up to 7.4% in 2001. With massive increase in the elderly population and aging people, unprecedented challenges are found in the field of healthcare, infrastructure support, the quality of life, etc. Many older people wish to remain in their homes as they are faced with the slow deterioration in their abilities. Most of the time they are fit enough to retain their independence, but sometimes they need help as they are more vulnerable to chronic diseases. This shift in the aging population tends to have a profound impact on the economic, political and the social conditions of the country. Therefore, the demographic changes will require utilization of the vast resource towards support, care and treatment of the older people in order to promote their healthy and independent living. In India, a wide divergence exists with respect to the situation of the elderly in various societies, culture and regions. The needs of the elderly are distinctive and mostly related to their health, comfort, dignified living, psychological well-being, including the research and social networking, meaningful occupation, and security aspects. Elderly therefore need much more than just medical care, which needs an interdisciplinary approach integrating the medicine with the other functions. There are initiatives by the government to tackle the issue in a holistic manner. with a focus on the overall well-being of the elderly that include their social, emotional, psychological and physical well-being. that contribute towards supporting the comfortable and dignified living. The Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment is considered to be the nodal ministry under the Government of India to deal with the issues related to the elderly people in India. The ministry has a program called Integrated Program for Elderly, that is IPOP 2008, which is a central sector scheme to improve the quality of life of the elderly. The National Institute of the Social Defence under the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment is engaged in the development of the program in the field of old age care. Under a project called the National Initiative on Care for Elderly (NICE), areas of intervention have been identified with the objective of ensuring the active, healthy and dignified life for the elderly. These broad areas of intervention, as outlined in the NICE projects, are financial security, food security for needy elderly, an income generating program through NGOs, geriatric care facilities, expansion of medical care network, special healthcare facilities for the disabled and destitute elderly, shelter provision of the subsidized housing in public rural housing schemes, design and facilities sensitive to the need of the elderly, education assistance to develop outreach program for the interaction with the elderly people, welfare of the non-institutional services to strengthen the coping capacity of elderly, catering the needs for the social interactions, recreation and other activities, and protection of the life and legal safeguards, as the services to strengthen a sense of security and providing timely help, design of the public transport for easy entry and exit. Under the said mentioned objectives of the NICE project, 1-year postgraduate diploma course in integrated geriatric care is conducted to develop a cadre of skilled personnel at managerial level and supervisory level to meet the demand for providing skill-based, field-oriented, trained personnel in old age care. The course covers the subjects such as gerontology, public policy and planning, clinical geriatrics, geriatric management, psychology and counseling, research methodology. The Ministry of Science and Technology, Government of India, initiated a new program in 2007 titled Technology Intervention for Elderly, that is TIE, to create an enabling environment for the elderly. The TIE program was evolved through a series of consultation involving various stakeholders like geriatric specialists, designers, architects, social scientists, senior citizens, etc. The intervention attempted under the TIE program include the design and development of assistive enabling devices, design of home and use of information and communication technology in networking, recreation, entertainment, health and nutritious food for the elderly. Government of India has provided useful information for the elderly people under Senior Citizen Corner at Pensioners Portal, which is www.india.gov.in/citizen/senior_citizen. The information available on the portal include the health care, that is health ailments and treatment, medical insurance, drug research, health calculations, medical consultation, aids and appliances, travel benefits from the buses, flights, trains, government policies and schemes, pension schemes and details, financial assistance, etc. Active aging allows people to realize their potential for physical, social and mental well-being throughout the life course and to participate in the society while providing the protection, security and care when they need. Through strategically planned technology intervention, including development and dissemination, the technologies can be made accessible, affordable and adaptable to the specific need of the elderly. Now let's understand the technology for the elderly. The use of technology to support the independent living and promote the independence of the elderly is mentioned in recent government policy document, that is National Policy on Elderly in 1999. There exists a vast scope of technology intervention for welfare of the elderly people in countries so that the technologies are accessible, affordable and adaptable to the specific need of the elderly. There are some home-based technology support. There are monitoring systems for the safety of elderly at home. A smart home is a residence equipped with technologies that enhances safety of the elderly at home and monitor their daily activities. The features in the home are automated, where enabling devices can communicate with each other through a communication network. For example, devices and sensors control lighting, smoke detectors, door entry systems, locks, water outlets, as well as visual and tactile signaling devices. The wireless networks, fast internet connections, smart digital sensors and gadgets have provided the necessary capacities for round-the-clock monitoring of the smart homes. Through a network of such smart sensors and data collection and transmission electronics, it is possible to collect the environmental, behavioral and biological data for the elderly inmates. With the use of such sensors, that is motion sensors, it is possible to watch the abnormal behavior, sleeping patterns, use of toilets, kitchens, etc. The system establishes the person's normal routine so that it can quickly detect when there are always changes to these routines. When something abnormal happens, alerts are automatically sent via phone or email to the predefined address of the caregiver. It is also possible to monitor the activities. For example, if the stove has been left on, the medicine have been taken from the dispenser, food taken from the refrigerator or the oven, etc. The Swedish government is known to support the development of the product and services that can assist elderly people and their relatives in everyday life through testing of the new technology for the elderly in their homes, like alarm unit with GSM backups, mobile phones designed for the elderly, and wireless home care safety system. The other examples are the robot nurses in Japan and Hosorbo in Pittsburgh being used to provide assistance in activities such as cleaning, assisting patients from wheelchair and onto the bed, and use of the telemedicines and remote sensing system in home-based care. Robots with the effective response capability have recently entered the market. Japan pioneered this a decade ago through the development of the robotic pets, and further research in this direction has taken place in Europe. More recently, companies such as the Aldebaran Robotics has introduced the human form android robots such as Now that are responsive to the voice, eyes, gaze and gesticulation. Presently, many national and international aging in place technology collaborative projects focused on the development of the robots that are in progress. Examples are the multi-purpose mobile robots for ambient assisted living, knowledge service robots for aging, and multi-role shadow robotic system for independent living. The monitoring of the activities can be extended to daily health checkups. For example, the home instrumented with devices to measure the heart rate, temperature, nutrition, etc. Such technologies are currently available and also being developed that will not only permit the monitoring of the physiological status of an individual, but will also permit the observation and knowledge of the psychological, cognitive and behavioral health of an individual. As older people have different types of disabilities, different types of assistive devices and services are available to help overcome such disabilities. For example, accessibility to public facilities by the elderly such as shopping centers, hospitals, leisure center and cultural attractions, recreational, travel and other day-to-day facilities is important. Assistive technologies are available that can help the elderly to get into and out of their vehicles and drive more safely. Adjustable mirrors, seats and steering wheels, power wheelchair, wheelchair lift or stair elevator etc. can reduce their dependence on the other. The European Commission through its 7th Framework Programme has directed the substantial fund to support a collaborative research by the international consortia developing application for the elderly citizen using brain-computer interface, that is BCI controlled environment. Such projects include the control and reduction of the neurological tremor such as in Parkinson's and multiple sclerosis sufferers, and a means for the emotional expression, social interaction and environmental control for the victims of cerebral trauma and stroke. The Older Adult Technology Services, that is OATS, has spearheaded the Unity, USA's largest and most successful municipal technology initiative for the senior citizen in New York City in partnership with over 40 community organizations. The program OATS provides intensive multi-week training to senior citizens at home and in community technology laboratories on topics ranging from computer basics to health research and workforce skills. This service typically works in low-income minority communities in partnership with the neighborhood organization that serve vulnerable population. These programs have achieved national recognition as a model for engaging, training, and supporting the older adults to use computers and broadband access to improve their health, social engagement, access to services, and the quality of life. Israel is a leading developer of a sophisticated telehealth technology such as remote cardiac monitoring. A variety of the Geron technology research programs are carried out in Israel, both in the public and the private sectors. Research carried out at the Geriatric Medical and Rehabilitation Center in Israel has resulted in many quality of life enhancing technologies for the elderly in the area of stroke rehabilitation, therapeutic treatment for Parkinson's and Alzheimer's disease, and effective management of the decubitus. In Israel, Yad Sarah offers a range of services to help the elderly to age in their homes, such as distress call buttons, occupational therapy for the housebound, transportation for the disabled, loan of medical, rehabilitative and technological equipments, etc. The daily needs at home, starting from the simple safety devices in kitchen, for example, finger protectors, gas leakage detectors, tin opener, etc. The use of technology in safety devices can be noticed in, for instance, the shock prevention in electronic gadgets, fire alarms, door security intercoms, skid-free floors, ramps, unobstructed entrances and exits, fall protection devices, diapers for elder and health problem, etc. The networking through the technology among the elderly is need of the hour. Networking among elderly is a central issue of concern due to the loneliness at the later stages of life. The elderly suffer loss of the primary network of the relationship, largely on account of the abandonment by their children or on account of the neglected by their family members. Networking assumes importance in such cases by which elderly person can not only create recreational avenues for themselves but also organize the pooling of skills and resources available at different places. Also, social networking can be attained through peer group interaction within the old person's residential complexes or with the neighborhood groups, daycare centers, senior citizen associations, etc. Along with this network of the relation, such as systems of governance and development program can also be tried for constructive engagement. Activities such as mixing and linking of the generation at special and diverse occasions and through ICT-based gadgets can prove beneficial to address the isolation and loneliness among elderly. Geographical information system-based resource mapping provides a useful tool for pooling of the information and resource useful to the elderly. There is a senior citizen initiative at Facebook that provides much desired social networking among the elderly. Such sites cater to the need of senior citizens to battle loneliness, get news and information, play games, work on puzzles and share life online with a group of like-minded people in their age bracket. Another example includes a Chandigarh-based NGO Dada Dadi that ensures the safety of the elderly people living alone in the city by using short message services, that is SMS, 24/7 helpline and other web-based technologies. An exchange network based on the specific knowledge base, such as the third age universities, can value the experience of the elderly and can also be useful in recounting their career path to children in school. The universities of the third age, that is U3As, are self-help, self-managed lifelong learning cooperatives with no full-time work for the elderly, providing opportunities to share learning experience in a wide range of interest groups and to pursue the learning not for the qualification but for the fun. World U3A is an international forum whose purpose is to encourage the international understanding and contact for all active retired people everywhere. It does this through its internet activity and publishes 2 monthly newsletters, Signpost and U3As. The U3A Patrika is a newsletter of the Indian Society of Universities of the Third Age, which provides the useful information for the elderly in Asia in general and India in particular. There are many recreational activities and entertainment through technology. Community-based and recreation-oriented programs for the elderly will help them to develop a sense of the self-reliance, community responsibility and creative use of their time, keeping in view the therapeutic value of recreation. Also, participation in entertainment activities has proved to be helpful for maintenance of the cognitive skills. Memory games and specially designed video games are available for the people with difficulty in concentration or thinking. For example, Brain Age, known as the Brain Training in Japan, a new brain training game for the elderly from Nintendo company played on the company's handheld DS console, is a package of cerebral workout aimed at over 45s that claims to improve mental agility and even slows down the onset of dementia and Alzheimer's disease. Let's see the development of an infotainment package for the elderly, which could well serve a utility for the community-based recreation-oriented program that includes the music, which can be classical or instrumental, reading material, which can be traditional books, magazines and newspaper, elder brain age, games, amusement games, travel guides, songs, poems, plays, stories, spiritual programs, folk dance, VCDs on the tradition, historic movements, pilgrimage and tourist place, folk and religious songs, fitness programs, etc. Some countries have the local government exercise programs for the elderly people, such as the exercise classes for the people with Parkinson's disease and osteoarthritis in Palm Coast, Florida. The Senior Friendly Business Program, an initiative of the Moncton Mayor's Senior Advisory Committee in partnership with the Downtown Moncton Center, Ville Inc., DMCI, Canada, claims to provide friendly quality services and facilities to elderly people dedicated to senior provides the latest information on wide categories like senior citizen travel and leisure. The Center for the Disease Control and Prevention, that is CDCP, released the online version in August 2013 of the 2014 edition of CDC Health Information for the International Travel, commonly known as the Yellow Book, to help international traveler stay healthy when in foreign land. A unique vacation concept, that is Look After Me, launched in Rotorua in July 2011 and founded by the award-winning Rotorua scientist, writer and performance poet Julia Charity, designated specially for the senior traveler across New Zealand. Such innovative and technical venture make the life of elderly people more enjoyable and relaxed. There are technology in old age homes and township at retirement. Nowadays, builders in India have been constructing exclusive township and homes in the metro cities of Delhi, Pune, Bangalore, Chennai, Mumbai, Coimbatore, etc. by incorporating latest technologies. These buildings are ideal to be treated as the retirement resorts or complexes for elderly people. These are emerging as the most viable option among the senior members of the society who are financially independent. These elderly want to live with the dignity and have secure life. Township and residential colonies exclusively for senior citizens are now coming up in the country, where they can relocate and spend the sunset of their lives without bothering about paying electricity bills, cooking and getting prompt medical care. In countries like Sweden, the government has adopted the Aging in Place policy and has developed a special program for adapting the elderly housing in 1998. Denmark changed its policy to stop the building of old age institutions and instead built residential units for the elderly without steps, with suitable accessibility and the possibility of receiving round-the-clock services. Similar system of support and services available within the community with housing adaptation and the development of technological system in different countries such as Italy, United Kingdom, Spain, Japan, Canada, the United States and Israel. Australia offers its elderly home and community care services, aged care packages, National Aboriginals and Torres Strait Islander flexible aged care program, and has developed the apartment for the life model by the Benevolent Society, which offers older people the chance to purchase the housing in their local community to meet the support requirement needed to enable them to age in place. Public supported long-term care insurance program for senior citizens are functional in Netherlands, Israel, Germany, Austria and Japan. The US-born foster grandparents program has been replicated in a number of other countries, while sanatorium care for the terminally ill migrated abroad from Ireland and the United Kingdom. Let's have a look at the assistive technologies. The assistive, adaptive and rehabilitative devices for the aged need special attention. Assistive technology can be defined as any item, software program, any equipment or a product system which is used to increase, improve or maintain the function of a person with disability. The technologies provide needed support and assistance in everyday life to both disabled and the frail, ailing elderly, covering their needs including medical and daily activities such as personal care, housework and leisure activities. The age-related changes often negatively affect our health and independence, thus increasing the need for assistance. Faced with the gradual deterioration in their abilities, many elderly people wish to remain in their own homes. For these individuals, use of the assistive technology makes a difference between retaining their independent quality of life and self-respect. Due to a growing number of the elderly who wish to stay independent in the community, assistive and enabling devices are becoming natural choice. Assistive technology covers simple items such as walking sticks, bath seats and grab rails, as well as the electromechanical equipments, for example, powered wheelchair, electronic aids which are digital hearing aids, and environmental control or the equipments used by the carers, such as lifting aids. A variety of such devices are available for the needy people. Development in the emerging fields such as robotics could also benefit the elderly people with the cognitive impairment as well as those with the physical disabilities. Under the TIE program of the Ministry of Science and Technology, a mobile elder care unit was supported in rural areas of the Himachal Pradesh in 2009 to meet the variety of needs of elderly people. For example, the health need by the promotion of the healthcare and wellness activities through screening and providing medical facilities at their doorsteps and to rehabilitate elderly people physically, socially, economically and psychologically. The MEU provided preventive, promotive and curative healthcare through a combination of different systems of treatment including the timely detection of the chronic disease and motivating people to adopt a healthy lifestyle. The MEU served as the good info base for availability of the elderly, specific resources and facilitated preparation of comprehensive database both for research and for quality control purposes. Physical disabilities of the elderly often makes it hard to get dressed and undressed. The design of the clothing for the elderly require attention to bodily changes from aging in order to facilitate and raise quality of life. Season-specific and need-specific material and designs are especially required for the elderly. Emerging technologies help development of the special clothing for the elderly that are aesthetically attractive, comfortable, made up of non-allergic textile fibers and are durable. The conceptual footwear design many times prohibits the optimal biomechanical function of the foot, causing majority of the foot, leg, and the back problems, which leads to a host of painful symptoms in case of elderly users. Specially designed footwear improves the comfort and performance. For example, wide-fitting soft leather uppers, lightweight shoes, Velcro fastening, stretchy uppers, washable shoes and slippers. Also, the public transport services and the vehicle systems need to be vigorous for catering the needs of the elderly. It has been reported that older people vision deteriorates particularly at night, reducing the ability of them to read signs and to see the objects such as the pedestrian in low light. Their sensitivity to visual motion decreases, increasing detection failure and making traffic gaps judgment less accurate. The development of the advanced technologies and their applications to the road transportation include computing sensors, communications and control. Now let's summarize the module. So far we have understood that technology is the need of the day as it is entrenched in the society. Older people are not out of the society and hence they are in equal need of the technology which is friendly and easy to use. There are many technological equipments launched for helping the old age people which include many gadgets for household like smart digital sensors, smoke detectors, sensors for lighting control, door entry systems, electronic water outlets, locks, etc. It is also possible to monitor the activities of the person with the help of technology like home instrumented with devices to measure heart rate, temperature, nutrition, etc. There are other useful technological gears like the seats and steering wheels, power wheelchair, wheelchair lift or stair elevator for ease of the old age. Expansion in developing fields such as robotics could also provide assistance to older people with cognitive impairment as well as those with the physical disabilities. Thank you.